Humbug.
And this is the PAX Roboto show. Welcome. Yeah, we were trying to sync that up, but I don't think we should do that. We should just be natural about it because the delay makes it really sound weird.
We're going to record two
Maybe on the recording it'll sound good, but
yeah, we'll do two audio recordings, and then we'll find a way for AI to layer them together seamlessly.
You know, I mean, we both have faces for podcasting on actual podcasts, but the thing about AI, which is going to be what we're mainly talking about, is it's a visual thing, right? You want to show images and video, which will show a little bit of stuff that we're working on a bit later.
Well, I was going to tell you later, Bucko. This is actually an avatar you're talking to right now. I'm.
Oh man,
yeah,
just like that. Just like that. Last week they were only anime. Now they're just looks like Bug, and the voice is spot on, dude.
I've trained
all your expressions and stuff.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time.
The hair is uncanny.
Yeah.
But it's actually the goatee that threw me on, that I knew it was AI, because that thing is so screwed up that there's no way that was that's obviously like a hallucination on your face.
And I only have 7 fingers.
So this is what the show is about, right? It's going to be Bug and I. We're going to talk like we normally would talk to each other, and then we're going to make that podcast. We'll cut it up. We'll talk about different subjects, and we're going to make it about AI, a little bit about ourselves, right? We are an artistic duo, music and visual arts combined, called Subliminal Sun, and so we'll be sharing a little bit about the work that we do in our music and art. And how AI works into that, integrates into our lives in that way. So we'll show examples of that. We'll talk about what we're working on. It's not going to be a long show. We're going to try to keep it to the 30 minutes or 20 minutes. And then we're going to, we'll go out with a short clip of a song. And hopefully people will go and visit our music as well, because it tells stories and it does really cool things to your ears, I think.
Yeah.
And I use a lot of technology to make that come to life. And Bug is a phenomenal
tickle and a massage.
Yeah, it depends on the song, right? And we've got a lot of songs. It's amazing what we've been able to do just in the last couple of years. It's been so much fun, discovering and leveraging this technology to create art that I wasn't capable of creating before, because I didn't have a full band, and now I can use AI and human elements in a way that I couldn't before. And once that was unlocked, the songs just came right out. And Bug is an amazing artist by himself, but when he integrates that with the digital world, it makes it even more phenomenal. And now with AI, you're going to be able to do stuff at scale. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We're tapping into all these resources, and we're using AI as a tool to basically amplify our own soulfulness. We're keeping the human element in the forefront, but we're utilizing everything at our disposal, and it's cool. Yeah, I've been enjoying quite a bit.
Blast.
Yeah, that's
and beyond that, I mean, we're professionals as well in our day jobs, and we both work in sort of technical fields. I've worked in data analytics for 20 years. He's worked in GIS for just as long, and we know how AI is going to impact. Well, I can't say wrong word, right? We don't know how it's going to impact the business world, but we do have some feelings about it. We have some premonitions, and obviously there's some data on it already.
Oh yeah.
So we'll probably end up talking about that a little bit, but we're going to keep this loose. We're going to make this natural. We're not, we just want to know, and we want to learn with everybody else, like, how do you use these tools in real life? If you're an artist, if you're a professional, if you're a musician, whatever, it's going to change all of our lives. We got to learn together. So that's what our show is about. So we'll get into our first subject now, and we'll have a little break, and it'll say a little something on the screen, I think. Right? Okay. Boom.
Bam.
All right. So we were talking about Jarvis earlier, you and I. So let's rehash that. So for those who don't know what Jarvis is, Jarvis is a model that brings things together. Just listen to the language that's in the abstract from the article HuggingGPT, solving AI tasks with ChatGPT and its friends in HuggingFace. Okay. Considering large language models, LLMs, right, have exhibited exceptional ability in language and understanding generation, right? We've all seen that, ChatGPT. interaction and reasoning. We've all seen that, especially with GPT-4. We advocate that LLMs could act as a controller to manage existing AI models to solve complicated tasks. That's a key word to remember.
There's
And
the rub.
language. Yeah, there could be a generic interface to empower this. Basically, ChatGPT being the interface that you interact with tools. And, based on this philosophy, we present HuggingGPT, a framework that leverages the large language models, i.e. ChatGPT, to connect various AI models and machine learning together to do things for us humans that we used to do and we won't have to do in the future.
And this is huge because this is like outsourcing, basically all these different tasks, to already existing AI models that are stored in HuggingFace, which is a huge repository for developing AI models. It is being updated all the time. And so you type in a task, you enter some kind of goal that you have, and it will scan every single one of those AI models on HuggingFace and cherry pick the ones that are suited to that task and do it and order the tasks. I mean, there could be it could be a multi-part function, and it'll pull in several different elements that work in concert to get you what you want.
Jarvis is an organizer. He's a project manager for the other AI, and you talk to him because he's got ChatGPT in him.
I would say
he's got the best ChatGPT in him. And so you interact with him, and he's going to go and fill out your calendars, bring information to you right to your face that you wouldn't normally get, even through all of the best alerts that you could put up. It's going to make your experience with your smartphone or tablet or whatever incredible, right? Everything is just going to be presented to you in ways that you have to work for today.
And Jarvis is just one of the many, types of this, model coming out of this AI, which is fast approaching AGI,
general intelligence,
artificial general intelligence.
And I think to me, that's that once it starts doing things, that we ask it to do, once it makes toast, it's generalized AI. No, it doesn't have to even go that far. Obviously, the movement in robotics that runs in parallel to AI, right, is also having some breakthroughs. They're not getting the attention that AI is getting right now, obviously, but luckily or unluckily, depending on your opinion on this and AI safety, we're getting to a point where the robots are much more low cost, manageable, functional. They can move around better. They're not C-3PO yet, but
not quite.
That's basically where we're going very rapidly.
Right. And pretty soon you'll be able to ask Jarvis or what is it? Baby GPT. What are the other ones? Auto GPT, I believe.
Yeah. I think that sounds familiar. But I mean, the top 3 on GitHub repository are all these kind of task-oriented AI models. So obviously that's a beautiful end game for AI is to do our work for us.
It's pretty impressive. I watched a video last night. One of Matt Wolf's videos. Will link that.
Link that below.
Good stuff. Yeah. But it basically it was incredible, and it showed I think it was Auto GPT basically being fed a task, a directive, and then it created a list of its own tasks, internal tasks that it had to do to meet that obligation, and then it did all of them. And
Matt was especially freaked the F out on that one. I remember watching that one last night too, because he should be.
It was pretty wild.
It was.
I mean, how much
it was creating directions for itself. It's a project manager.
I
mean, you could easily put a Kanban,
a shot collar,
a shot collar for sure. And it's just going to go into all of your applications that you use today and do stuff for you. I'm excited about that kind of stuff, the conveniences of it. Let's talk about the repercussions of that, right? There's a study from ChatGPT at OpenAI that just came out a few days ago. We'll link to it below. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you know, it's about the economic impact, the potential of economic impact for knowledge workers, especially, but just the general public, right? So the data points out that it's pretty clear that knowledge workers are going to be most highly impacted. You know, higher income people are going to be impacted in a way that they just weren't expecting, and very quickly, right?
Yeah.
With Google coming out with their tools, Microsoft coming out with their tools, it's going to change the game entirely as those tools get better and better and better and better over the course of the year as people are using them.
You know, I've
And they're
already
in
been
beta
talking
right
to
now.
I've been talking to a few people in different industries, and they're all, you know, they're already saying, yeah, where they've implemented AI into like the copy writing.
Yeah,
Friend of
I have
mine's at a
too.
marketing firm, and she's like, yeah, we've started using you know,
Mhm.
AI to write copy, and
Yep.
it's yeah, it's coming there, you know, and I do GIS, but I'm also in archaeology, and I was looking
Mhm.
into that, like the possible applications of AI in archaeology,
Yeah.
and there is already some
Oh.
large scale models that are being trained to do predictive modeling for
Mhm.
archaeology to basically, you know,
Mhm.
scan an environment, you know, look at all these
Predict
different.
potentially where findings
Oh
would
yeah,
be,
to predict, you know, areas where there are
artifacts.
likelihoods, greater likelihoods of
Yeah.
prehistoric settlements, perhaps. You know,
Yeah.
it's
I
pretty
mean,
cool, and you know, that's the type of work that I worked with these models before using
mhm.
you know, Maxent, which is I don't know if I'd call that AI. This is a far more automated process though.
Well,
So it's
it's just very different than what we used to call AI or machine learning, right? It's based on some of the same premises, but like, you know, when I was learning machine learning in school, it was about you can't get your data too big. Otherwise, it's going to overfit the model and you're going to have a less robust outcome. Turns out that, you know, as long as you're using these transformer things, right, the more data you shove in it, the better it gets. Um, you know, what I'm excited about, at least from an economic standpoint, right, is the ability to go in and help companies kind of take their data and their own, you know, knowledge and information that they've been collecting for years, even if it's completely unstructured and written, pamphlets and brochures and, you know, board decks and stuff like that, PowerPoint presentations out the wazoo, just pump a lot of information into these models that are already built on the foundation and begin to understand the organization in ways that a human would just struggle to mine for, right? Because my whole
yeah,
career has been about finding insights in data, right? And using tools to do that. And what this is sort of one tool to rule them all in a way. You know, probably get some backfire for that, but basically the ability to do things for you, like build visualizations, build presentations, help you find the insights instantly, is going to be game changing for data analytics and data visualization, thing I've spent my career dedicated to. And so it's a little bit like a surprise. It's a bit unnerving, but it's also, there's opportunity for people who are plugged in and understand how to help organizations go through this like change, right? This complete pivotal moment. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of fear. There's going to be a lot of compliance concerns. There's going to be a lot of safety concerns. And so I actually hope that a lot of those concerns and fears will kind of slow down the development of AI right now. Some pushback from businesses, pushback from society, pushback obviously from the federal level. I'm a pro slow down guy, if you will. How do you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
about this
There's
concept
been
of
several
slowing
calls
down,
to pause. You know, like
the
right,
call to pause, right? How do you feel
pause
about a call to pause
rollout.
6 months
Yeah,
to catch our breath and understand what's going on with AI? What do you
right,
think about
right.
that?
Yeah, it's well, I just started the Singularity is Near, the Ray
Yeah.
Kurzweil novel, listening to it on an audiobook, and one of the things
Hmm.
he starts talking about immediately
Does he
is
do the narration on that, by the way, or somebody else?
uh you know, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at
Okay.
that. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I read the
But
book back in
the
the day. I
exponential
wouldn't mind
growth,
listening to
you
it.
know, like as a hallmark of AI and
Yeah.
technology in general, is the kind of exponential growth that
Mhm.
has been shown, and we've seen it. Oh my God, in the past
Never seen anything like
just a
it.
few months, you know,
Never seen anything like
like
it.
things are exploding, you know, with this AI.
Daily, there's something new, and it feels like even when we've been doing this conversation now for a couple of hours,
Yeah,
like there's things that were true a day ago that I'm not sure are still true today. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like when I was thinking about the ability to use GPT-4 via API, I, I don't think that's available, but maybe I missed the memo. You know, I can't keep up with it.
But
So
yeah,
I'd love to
I agree with
have, and
that.
we could probably do this right now, is to have an AI bot that is helping me stay up to date. It's giving me the critical information
Mm,
every day that I need.
an AI fact checker that listens to every word that we say in real time, is like sends up a red flag if something is
Mhm.
not correct. Yeah,
Wow. You know, yeah.
I mean that
That would be
we can
amazing.
have that right now. I mean,
We
there's
could. So our phones would be our C3PO.
right.
And yeah, it would be always listening if we wanted it to, you know,
Record listening.
and
You get the AI whisperer technology
yeah.
that converts speech to text. And then you just
Mhm,
take that text, you feed it
mhm,
into your GPT.
mhm,
Boom! It checks sources,
mhm.
World Wide Web,
Which is, and
Wikipedia.
it's not
What else
even
do you know? What else do you
right.
need? That's the
Right. So it's fact checking you in real time and
yeah.
listening. Hey, wait a minute, you know, Bucko, you screwed up that piece of information. But just the fact that you're listening to us all the time and getting to know us on a personality level, right? And then giving us information in a way that we are most comfortable with,
Yeah.
learning our quirks,
It's a lot of trust, it
our
seems like, to put into a system like that. Does it freak you out? Does it comfort
yeah.
you? How do you feel about AI listening into everything you
I,
say and potentially making your life a lot easier?
yeah.
Then there's also the other side of
I've
that.
always been a big contrarian on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, finish your thought.
Well, I mean, the converse of that is that, you know, they saw that personal information, you know, that could be used against you
Mhm.
if, you know, it was in the wrong
Yeah.
hands, I suppose.
I've always been a sort of a contrarian on, I don't know if it's contrarian. I've just always accepted the fact that my information is mine and I can go ahead and give it to anybody I want. And that's fine. If they take it and use it to help me, because I know how data works and how these organizations work in terms of what they're trying to do and what I'm trying to do. Right. So Google is giving me a very convenient experience. And it's actually just gotten better over the years, right? So I'm Google all the way through, but I'm also Apple. I'm in that ecosystem a lot. So those two things, like I'll give them all the information that they want because they're making my life so much easier. Every time I log in, I can just log in with Google. It's got my
I mean,
calendars right there,
to be
you know, I'm
fair, I think
integrated with everything. And then with AI, it's going to be insane. So forget about it. You know, it's going to be working the web for me, working all those things in my favor. And I don't care what I have to give away for that. I know that's the cost. I'd rather it be low to no cost, and the exchange be my information. Can people use it for bad? I guess. Uh,
well,
just
you
have
know,
to be careful.
passwords, things of that nature. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
security.
I mean, there's obviously a lot of people in the profession of secure data security, and it's a wonderful thing to get into, especially right now because it's going to change considerably. So I was just listening to, gosh, sorry, I can't remember his name right off the top. Adam Shapiro, I want to say. He's either David or Adam Shapiro. I'll link below. I've been listening to him a lot. I'm really digging what he's saying, but we'll talk about him later. But basically, he was saying, hey, the threats that these AI are going to cause are already things that security people deal with every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to continue to do what we do right now, which is to secure our bank accounts and secure how people access things online. It may have to change and morph, and there's going to be a lot of ways to phish people in the future using AI. They're
Oh,
already
okay.
beginning that process. We're going to have to get really smart about that. You know, I don't know. There's no other options, right? Or we're just going to all be victims of just, you know, constant, be pulled by AI in these different ways and all these criminals are getting to. We've been working on a song. I mean, the song's recorded called Rise, Rasputin, Rise. And it's as goofy as it sounds, and it kind of rocks, and we love it, and we're making visuals for it. So, Bug, what have you been working with? Like, how have you approached Rise, Rasputin, Rise?
Right. Okay, we'll drop in some visuals here. So basically, I started by just plugging in some various prompts, including Rasputin, into Stable Diffusion, Night Cafe. Even I tried out the Bing search engine. Here, I'll just share this real quick.
So which ones emerge? Because I mean, I know the story, right?
Yeah.
When you started this vision with AI to help you.
Well, yeah, I wanted to generate a few images. Rasputin, to kind of get a feel. Well, I'm very curious. I want to know what the AI can do. This is like a graphic novel illustration.
So this one is So this one is Bing Chat, correct?
Yeah. This is a Bing image creator powered by DALL-E, which is the OpenAI text to image model here. And we just entered a few prompts. Undead Rasputin approaches a man in bed, graphic novel style. Very simple. This is what came up. And I've been using AI to generate a lot of different images that I'll take parts from, and basically take those and make illustrations of my own, and then sometimes feed those illustrations back into an AI. It's like a undulating, oscillating, just orgy of creativity over here. We're
there you go,
going back and forth. And
okay. So all you've done so far with Rasputin is generate these images. You haven't actually taken it. You did. You took it.
No, I did. Yeah.
So
I did.
Let's see that. Let's see the end game here.
Well, okay. We'll add it in because it's on a.
Oh, okay. We'll add it in. Here's the end. Here's the final version.
Right. So
are you finished with the final version of the cover? Remember, you wanted to do some adjustment to it.
I think the final version of the cover's done, and working on some animation now. So I've pulled in. I did my own Rasputin drawing, which kind of took some elements of these different, images. Did my own drawing in Procreate, and then so now I'm using the animation function in Procreate to create some different frames, and and have that be the basis of a music video. It's going to come out. So.
It's pretty cool. Could do like a 15-second promo with just a loop. So if you create one, let's just get that out. That way we can get the song out there and promote it a little bit, and we can use it at the end of the next video blog that we do. This one will use Pax Roboto, which we have clips for already, and we'll talk about that in a second. But so we have 6 minutes. Okay, so we have any other subjects, or do we want to?
Well, let me just
finish up on this.
I'll talk about Leonardo.ai very quickly. This is yet another player on the scene of this AI image generator. This one's pretty slick though. I think I like this maybe the best that I've seen. Because you've got a lot of different options and parameters over here on the sidebar. These are some Rasputin images that I generated. But here's one of the really interesting thing about it is that they have all these fine-tuned models that are basically already set up, and you can create your own image based on any of these models. So if you like pixel art, then you can use the pixel art model, and it will produce a result in that vein.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, let's just generate with this model. So we'll do pixel art and
run the same
standing on the streets
prompt
of St. Petersburg, brooding, smoldering look,
and it's going to create this like pixelated version of him. Whoa! Which one did you choose? I thought you chose a pixelated one.
Right. It was the pixel
What
art
the
model.
hell?
And if you look, it is, I mean, every digital image is based on
Nobody's
pixels
gonna
of a
buy that.
certain size. I don't know. It doesn't
So I
look
know
like
we've struggled a lot with these, right? Because we are talking about a specific historical character.
yeah.
We're talking about him in a comic book sense. So these are kind of hyper real. Now, the one at the bottom right, where he's standing with the, open that one up. That's not bad, right? That's not
Yeah,
bad
that's pretty cool. Yeah. I
at
like that.
all. Remember, what we're talking about is a sort of a risen Rasputin, out for
Yeah.
vengeance, out for at least have conversations with people, set him straight about the world. And so he needs to be menacing. So obviously, I'll pull the cover up one more time. The cover is menacing, and I think it's really well done. I love it. It has that comic book feel. But as the video comes out, like, this image probably needs to be in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Because the way we create our videos now, it's basically a creation of clips that we get from AI. And then I was using a lot of Creative Commons video for at least the first couple of songs that we did a video for, Atom Bomb and American Godzilla. Those are also on our Subliminal Sun YouTube page. Of course, the song we're going to go out with on our first inaugural conversation on the Pax Roboto show is The Last Skeptic, parenthetically, the Pax Roboto, right? That's a song about AI. It's a song that was inspired after I saw ChatGPT for the first time, and it blew my mind. Like I said, it was like looking into some oracle and seeing the future when I was watching my niece type prompt into ChatGPT and it write just paragraph after paragraph.
Amazing.
And I mean, I remember I just like viscerally, it was like seeing an alien from outer space who had just showed up at the door.
Right. With some advanced technology. Yeah.
Because you'd be like, I'm terrified now because I can see what the future, I don't know if this alien is going to be benign and give us all the secrets to the universe or is going to destroy us, right? I don't want to be visited by an alien from outer space. And that's kind of what it feels like at times. So this song was inspired by that concept, right? And basically it's us, talking about that last skeptic, that last holdout in not understanding the importance and the value of AI, or at least the dangers of AI. And it speaks to that. I mean, it's dystopian in a way, and it's apocalyptic in a way, but we need to talk about those kind of things. We can't like laugh them off. We can't just say, oh, it's just like an iRobot, like, yeah, it is. Those people who, what was the other one? Oh, like Hail 9000, right? Those were prescient people who wrote those books, who could see what was coming. They didn't know how long it would take. Well, but if you told them it would be in 2023, they probably would have said, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Here we are. It's 2023. Wake up, people. We are in the space age. We are in the future that they've been talking about for years. Those prescient people, those sci-fi writers who could see the future in their minds and give us a taste of it. That's what sci-fi is about. It's about our future. And we are living in it because we're supposed to be. It's just our lot in life. So we have to deal with AI.
Yeah, let's check out this video.
Okay, and thanks for joining us. If you got this far, man, love you. Please like it. Please subscribe. Please tell people about it. Please share it. And here is The Last Skeptic. Hope you enjoy. And I'm going to link to our SoundCloud and any songs that we have that will be coming out in the future. All of those are demos on SoundCloud, but please enjoy them. Please listen to them and see us on Instagram as well.
Take care. Peace. I'm Bug. He's Bug out. All right.